Rich Rising, everyone. My name is Shayna Singleton, aka the Herpes Goddess, and yes, having me is a big flex. I am the founder of Herpes Can Never, growing the largest awareness platform because I inspire people to love themselves more. The mission at Herpes Can Never is to be at war with the stigma until our community feels comfortable being open about their status and proud of their sexuality. Welcome. This is TikTok Live. If you're catching the replay over on YouTube, #replay. I'm here to answer whatever questions you all may have. I'm going to try to come on here every day on TikTok and move you guys over to my Instagram where we're doing the actual work. On Mondays we do Q&A, on Wednesdays we do Healing Wednesday, and on Fridays we talk about safe sex and self-care with the herpes virus. We provide information, resources, community support, everything you can think of we have. So go ahead and join us over on our Instagram platform. My name on Instagram is Shayna Singleton, but there is a page for Herpes Can Never, and it's Herpes Can Never at Instagram.com. While we're here, I see you all on the live. Welcome. Let me know where y'all from in the comment section. Shoot your questions. I'm ready. This morning during Healing Wednesday, we covered disclosure, and we talked about what happens after disclosure. Now, a common concern with a lot of people within the community is, how do I protect my partner after disclosing my status to them? And at the end of the day, my advice is your partner needs to understand that there will always be a chance that they can contract the virus from you. Yes, it's possible to be with somebody who's herpes positive and never contract the virus. Look at Alexandra Herbuska, founder of Life with Herpes. She's married. Her husband doesn't have herpes. They're fine. But she has knowledge with the virus. But it's still no guarantee that she'll never pass the virus on to her husband. So that's one. Your partner needs to understand that and be absolutely okay with that. If they're not okay with that, then they might not be the person for you. If they're not okay with that after explaining to them everything that you know about herpes, then they might not be the person for you, because you do not deserve to feel like a risk within your relationship. You shouldn't have to tiptoe in your relationship. That's going to block so much happiness from you, period. It's going to probably block you from getting an orgasm if you're sitting there worried about if you're going to pass your virus on to your partner while having intercourse. It's ridiculous. So if your partner makes you feel like a risk, if your partner has any inch of concern, they might not be the person for you, okay? That's one. Two, just because you have herpes doesn't mean that your life has to change, all right? You deserve to be loved on the way you want to be loved on. You deserve somebody who can't keep their hands off of you. You deserve somebody that wants to do everything and anything with you and doesn't block that out just because you have herpes. Miss Hurricane says, exactly, I had it for years. My partner of 3 years has it too. We live a normal life. Period. Welcome, y'all. Thank you, Green EV11 for the roses. I do appreciate you. Welcome, everyone just joining the live. I wanted to get on here, talk about some of the resources Herpes Can Never has, and try to move y'all over to my Instagram platform where we do more of the real work. On TikTok, I play around a lot. I make relatable content. I want to make the community laugh. But TikTok is not what I do. I am the founder of Herpes Can Never. I've grown the largest herpes awareness platform. And we are at war with the stigma until our community feels comfortable being open about their status and proud of their sexuality. We provide in-person retreats, virtual retreats, workshops. I'm an author of a journal that helps you raise awareness to your triggers outside of your herpes to heal from the herpes stigma. I have a YouTube channel. Herpes Can Never has a YouTube channel. We show up on Clubhouse. We show up on Instagram Live 6 times out of the week, every single week. And we also have a private Facebook group. If you haven't visited the www.herpescannever.com, go ahead and take a visit and check out some of the resources we have there for you. Love and Lulu. I love you for creating this space for people to gain knowledge and understanding of the virus. Thank you. Yes, I went from disease to virus. Blessings, everyone. Blessings to you. Is a 6 months post-exposure IgG blood test reliable? I don't understand what you're asking. 6 months post-exposure. So did you get tests 6 months after having sex? What's the real question? You go, girl, in my Martin voice. Thank you. Do you not do suppression therapy for HSV2? Suppressive therapy meaning antiviral medication? No, I don't take antivirals. I know you receive a lot of messages saying you're a big help. Yes, this is just another one. I appreciate them all because it gives me the motivation to keep going. A lot of people call taking over-the-counter, taking prescription medication suppressive therapy. That's just antivirals. It can be alcyclovir, valciclovir, or famciclovir. Hey, I love you, sis. Love you too. I can only fit so much in one question box, but yes, are the results reliable? I mean, what are your you're testing. I really don't understand the question. Blood tests can be extremely inaccurate. There's no false positive, but there are false negatives. Hopefully that answers your question. Antivirals versus natural? Question mark. What's the question? Lysine is best. Lysine works, but there's more things than just lysine. You're so beautiful inside and out. Thank you. Why do they prescribe Valtrex, spell check, if it doesn't help? No one said it doesn't help. It helps. Valtrex helps. I had a super big breakout out of nowhere. Breakout back to back. Would you know why? Everyone's life is different. It could be the people that you're surrounding yourself with. It could be a habit. It can be an environment. It can be, you might be egging it on to stay longer or to come back during your prodrome symptoms with how you're eating. It can be immune system. It can be stress. It can be lack of sleep. There's so many different reasons on why you're experiencing outbreaks back to back. So, depends on your lifestyle and what you're going through. Rich Rising Jazzy. So what you do to control it since you don't take antivirals? Are antivirals actually like oblige? I think that's it. I am a holistic shorty. I've changed my whole lifestyle in order to stop my outbreaks. If you're interested in that journey, I do share it on the website www.herpescanever.com in the Herpes Diet and Remedies Herpes Diet and Remedies workshop. I take Valtrex 1G a day for therapy and only had one outbreak for the past 3 years. Good for you. I don't take any of the antivirals. They were making me depressed and causing me to lose hair. And plus, I'm trying to save my kidneys later on down the line. I don't want to take prescription medication for the rest of my life every day. How do I prevent spreading herpes? Here's the thing. Your partner has to understand that there's always a chance they're going to get herpes messing or having a relationship with you. That's 1. 2, it depends on your lifestyle. It can fall over 98% chance of passing it, or it can go under 1% chance of passing it. It really depends on you and what you are doing. Do you know your outbreak site? Outbreak site meaning where the virus entered into your body. I know my outbreak site is on my right lip towards the bottom, on my genitals. That's where I can spread the virus. I refrain from sex during outbreaks. I refrain from sex during prodrome symptoms. I refrain from sex when I am participating in my triggers. I refrain from sex when my immune system is low. Prodrome symptoms is an indication that I'm going through viral shedding. So even though you only had one outbreak, you're just as contagious during viral shedding as you are during outbreaks. Then there's suppression medication. Suppression medication only lowers your chances by 48%. Then there's condoms. Condoms only protect you if your outbreak site is being covered. So there's so many different ways. If you're interested in our safe sex workshop, you can find it on our website, www.herpescanever.com. Thank y'all for the love. I see y'all photo now. I appreciate you. Can you still have kids? People telling me that it makes you infertile. That's a lie. I have a son. With my therapy, I've never given it to anyone. You don't know that. And again, suppression medication is not to prevent giving it to people. It only lowers your chances by 48%. And again, you don't know if you haven't given it to anyone. Jazzy with T. I know that's right. How do you know when you're shedding? Whenever my prodrome symptoms appear is how I know I'm shedding. Or if I'm having an outbreak. Outbreak is like a direct indication that you're going through viral shedding. Elaborate on the kidney statement. I will direct you to do your own research on what prescription medication does to your kidneys. Kind of just like alcohol. How do you find you shedding, period? Don't understand the question. Prodrome symptoms. Prodrome symptoms are symptoms that appear several days or maybe even 30 minutes before an outbreak. I take meds every day, even if I don't have symptoms, because I'm afraid to give it to my babies. Girl, you're going to stress yourself out worried about giving it to your babies, because at the end of the day, once your babies go out into this world, they can get herpes from anyone. Herpes is inevitable, you guys. They can get herpes from other children. They can get herpes from other adults. They can get herpes by holding hands with somebody who has herpetic whitlow. They can get herpes by brushing shoulders with somebody who may have herpes on their shoulder. There's so many different other ways that your kids can get herpes. So that should be the last concern with you. Maybe you should remove the stigma that gives you that fear out of your life, so that if your children were to get herpes, they don't see their mother stigmatized. They see their mother in her truth and her strength and living her as her authentic self, so they feel like they have nothing to worry about. Our children learn how to love themselves through how we love ourselves. So how do you control it without meds? You got to learn your body, my love. You got to learn your virus. If you're interested in that, my herpes diet and remedies workshop is on the website, as well as the body journaling website. Thank you. It's amazing how much I have to educate my partners. I don't take meds at all. Hello, Queen. Hi. Oh, we got something in the question box. Oh, did that already? It's been hard because I explained you have the disease. People automatically judge me. Damn, everybody in your life is judging you when you tell them you have herpes. You have no good people in your life that show you support. And if you do have people in your life that show you support, pay attention to those who are loving on you and uplifting you and showing you support, rather than paying attention to the people who judge you. The people who judge you probably hold no space in your life. Other people's judgment of you is how they judge themselves. Understand that. The herpes stigma is fueled by the fear of the community caring about what other people think. And I think it's ridiculous, because another person's opinion of you, another person's judgment of you is not going to pay your bills, wipe your ass, give you an orgasm, feed you. It's not going to do anything for you. So why allow it to have so much weight and so much power over your life? The only validation you should seek is from yourself. The only acceptance you should seek is from yourself. I have HSV1. So you don't have any good people in your life. You just have a bunch of judgmental people because you relocated. Or are you only looking for judgmental people? I'm so glad you have educated us. I have one outbreak 12 years ago. Never knew this information. Thank you. You're welcome. Half of the people who judge have herpes themselves. You're such a beautiful person. Thank you. Thank you, y'all. Y'all are very nice. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. We had a phenomenal Healing Wednesday this morning. Y'all truly missed out if y'all didn't show up for Healing Wednesday on Instagram Live this morning. We go on again for Healing Wednesday tonight at 7 p.m. Please join us and come do this work. If you're wondering how I got to this point, if you're wondering how I got so comfortable with my herpes, if you're wondering how I'm able to live in my truth and be my authentic self, if you're wondering how I can spread positivity, if you're wondering how I can live a happy, healthy life with herpes, and you're ready to do that work, and you're tired of the sad narrative, and you're tired of the nobody would ever want me, I'm dirty, herpes ruined my life narrative, and you want something new, you have to change your perspective to change your life. Please join us during Healing Wednesday. It doesn't have to be a sad sob story with your herpes. It can get better, but you have to choose a different narrative. Your herpes virus and the herpes stigma are two separate things, and you have to separate the stigma from your actual virus. When I think of herpes is my body's way of telling me, oh, my immune system is shutting down. Oh, I need to get more sleep. Oh, I need to cut this person off because they causing me stress. It's just my body's physical way of alarming me, of telling me something. And I appreciate that. The herpes stigma tells you you're dirty. The herpes stigma tells you you're dirty and you choose to believe it. You see what I'm saying here? So you have to separate the stigma from the virus in order to heal and find happiness after your herpes diagnosis. The stigma is nothing but validation. The stigma is nothing but you caring about what other people think about you, with you caring about what other people feel about you. Separate the two. If you're searching for my IG, go to my bio on the front page of my TikTok. There's going to be an IG symbol. If you select that IG symbol, it's going to direct you to my Instagram page, also to my YouTube channel. When people tell me things, I believe them, right? So if you tell me you can't do something, I believe you because you own that narrative. You show up and say, I can't do that. Well, hell, I believe you because look how you own it. If you show up and tell me that you believe in the herpes stigma, herpes ruined my life. That's the narrative that you're choosing. That's what you decide to own. I believe you because that is what you're making your reality. When we find out we have herpes, nobody else knows but the person that's telling you you have herpes and yourself. And yet you feel the weight of the stigma. Why? Because you are the bully in the mirror. Then you walk out of wherever you were at when you just found out you had herpes, and subconsciously you're looking for everything around you that proves you right. Now making the herpes stigma your reality. If you choose to reject the stigma and speak a new narrative, your life will change. Adopt a new perspective. Your life will change. Come do this work with us. Let me see what y'all talking about. Wow, I never thought of the fact that it alarms us when our bodies is lacking something. Exactly. With the stigma, we're so caught up on what other people may think and what the world say herpes should be that we don't have time to think about everything else. Again, Herpes alarms you when you need to cut somebody off, when you need to change a habit. Maybe when you need to switch up the music you're listening to. Maybe you need to change TV shows you're watching. Maybe you need to boost your immune system, get more sleep. There's so many things that your herpes outbreak can alarm you, what's going on with your body. But yet we choose to ignore that because we're so stuck on the fact that, oh my God, we have herpes, nobody's gonna want me. Why are you worried about somebody wanting you if you don't want yourself? You can't ask somebody to accept your status if you haven't accepted your status. You can't ask somebody to love you if you not loving you. You can't ask somebody to show up for you if you ain't showing up for you. You can't ask somebody to not stigmatize herpes if you are stigmatizing herpes. People need to take the time and educate themselves. Good morning, Queen. Good morning, honey. How you doing? Again, I just wanted to come on here just for a little bit. We're coming to do the work again tonight at 7 p.m. If you want to join us from Healing Wednesdays, make sure that you're following me on Instagram so that you can get an alert when we show up for Healing Wednesdays. It will be myself, the co-founder of Herpes Can Never, Amber Spratt Jones, alongside with our breathwork goddess, Euphoria. Y'all have a great day. I'm going to move forward with my day, and I'll see y'all later on tonight.